It's Scola! So yes, I've changed my hair. I don't know if I like it. I've had this style before, so you guys probably recognize it, but it's weird. I can't style it the right way. So first of all, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I do try and upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So it's Motivation Monday, Workout Wednesday, and Random Saturdays. So Mondays are always like some kind of informational situation. Wednesdays are always workouts, at least I try, and Saturdays just whatever I feel like doing. So today I felt like doing my top 5 favorite TV shows. I asked you guys if you wanted to see this over on Twitter, and lots of you said you'd love to get like new ideas for what to watch. Also, if you're not already following me on Twitter, make sure you go and follow me. I'm always replying to you guys' tweets if you ask for advice or anything like that. Same over on Snapchat. I'm actually really good at replying on Snapchat because it's so easy. I can just reply in video form, so I'm pretty much just talking to you guys personally. So if you're not already, make sure you're following me on Snapchat. But let's get straight into my top 5 favorite shows. Okay, so number 5 is going to be Pretty Little Liars. I started watching this earlier this year. I think it was like September. I can't quite remember because it's a long series, like because I started from series 1 and it went all up to the latest one on Netflix. But anywho, I like this show because it's kind of like that fun teen feeling, but with something a little bit darker, because I really like teen things, like teen themed things. I don't know why. I've always been obsessed with that kind of stuff. So if you don't know what it's basically about these group of 4 girls, and one of their best friends goes missing and they don't know what happened to her, and it's quite scary, I have to admit. I'm a real wuss when it comes to some stuff. Like it would keep me up at night because I constantly feel like someone is watching me, like I'm gonna get kidnapped or something like that. It was so bizarre. If you're looking for a real, just like a real mystery TV show, but that's still kind of like fun at times, then I definitely recommend Pretty Little Liars. Apparently it's coming back soon. I don't know when, I don't know what's going on with that, because I'm not really part of like the fandom, because I did start watching it so late on and I wasn't watching it along with everybody else, so I don't really know what's going on. So if you watch it, keep me updated as to what's going on, because apparently it's coming back. I saw a promo for it, so I'm really confused. Okay, so my 4th favorite show is gonna be Gossip Girl. I think this one was an interesting one. I watched this one the most recently. I actually started watching Gossip Girl when it came out in like 2007 or whatever. My older sister watched it, but because I was kind of young, I didn't really want to watch it because I didn't really relate to any of the characters. At the time, I kind of related to little Jenny, but not very much, so I didn't really get into it. I think I watched 2 seasons in and then got bored, so I didn't really carry on watching it. Recently did a Netflix binge on it and finished it, and I really liked it. I already knew who Gossip Girl was gonna be when I started watching it, so it was really interesting to watch it to try and figure out, like, you know, what was going on there. And I really liked the show. I think there was a good amount of mystery in it and lots of drama and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you kind of watch it just to like get it over and done with, and it's more about like just the visuals. Like you love seeing what they wear, you love seeing where they're going and stuff like that. It's just like a really kind of aspirational show to watch. Like if you like watching stuff to aspire to something, then it's really nice to watch. Like I just aspired to everything Serena Van der Woodsen wore. But yeah, I really like Gossip Girl. It just kind of got a bit annoying towards the end because it was a bit incestuous. Like everybody had been out with everybody had kissed everybody, and I guess it's just one of those things you're gonna get with kind of these American sitcoms that last like for like 22 episodes per season, which I think is crazy. I mean, I really love it because it means you get to live in that world for longer, but because I'm used to like British TV shows that like literally have like 10 episodes per season or less and then you're done, that's what I'm used to, and I find that the quality is better that way because you condense all the best stuff into like a few episodes rather than like stretching it out like I feel some of these do. But yeah, Gossip Girl was a good one, a little bit flimsy, more just for like aspirational stuff, and there was a bit of mystery in there, so it was fun, but I didn't like how they didn't plan the plot. It didn't feel like they planned who Gossip Girl was going to be as much as they could have. My 3rd favorite show is going to be Misfits. Yes, Misfits. So Misfits is a British show, so it's the first British show on the list, and it is about a did I even explain what Gossip Girl was about? I didn't, did I? Okay, on to Misfits. So Misfits is about a group of people who have all committed some kind of crime and then have to do community service. So they're all just a group of really random people who have to do community service for the most bizarre reasons, and then they basically get superpowers. I know, it sounds crazy. It's so random and I love it. I just absolutely love Misfits. It's just the most bizarre thing on paper. Like looking at it, you're like, how is that gonna work? Especially in like an inner city setting in like, I think it's set in London, I'm not sure. It might not be. But like, how is this gonna work in an inner city setting in like England? Like, what is this? But it works. It does. It's hilarious and I love it, and it's just so good and it's just so British and I love it. Yeah, my favorite character is probably Nathan, which I know is so cliche because everyone's favorite is Nathan, but he's just so witty and funny, and I really like the actor as well. It's kind of sad that he did leave towards the end of the seasons, but again, it's a really good show. As I said, British shows tend to be a little bit shorter in terms of like, I think Misfits only had like 8 to 10 episodes per season, and then I think all in all there was only like 4 or 5 seasons in total, so it was quite a short one, but I really liked it and it was just really well executed. I liked the characters and I just like the realism in it. I really like that with British TV shows, that there's a lot of realism in it and you can just kind of imagine everywhere they are, every setting, everything they say is stuff that you would say. You've walked down that street, you've done that thing, and it's just so real and British and I just love it. So Misfits is a good one if you like supernatural stuff but you want a bit of realism in there, and it's just fun and witty and just, it's really cool. It's a really cool one. And yeah, and it's really cool as they slowly start to figure out what their powers are, and Nathan's one is the funniest because he's the last one to find out what his power is, and what it is actually funny. So definitely watch Misfits. I think it's on Netflix. You can also watch it on 4OD if you're in the UK. If you're in the US, you're probably gonna have to try and find it somewhere. I'm not gonna give you any tips or hints, but I've heard of this website called Watch Series. I don't know, I didn't tell you about it. Okay, so my second favorite TV show is gonna be Sherlock, which I think you guys have noticed I've started getting into because I have like a DVD down there, like a box set of Sherlock. It's this one. So Sherlock, oh my goodness, it's one of those TV shows my sister was like, you've got to watch it, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to watch it, because you know when someone keeps telling you to watch something, it makes you not want to watch it. So I really didn't want to watch it, but then I just decided to hop onto Netflix as I always do, and then I started watching it and I was like, oh my gosh, my mind is blown. Like, what is going on? I love it. It is the first TV show which feels like they know what they want to do with it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said with Gossip Girl, it doesn't feel like they planned who Gossip Girl was meant to be. Whereas with Sherlock, every detail is planned down to the T. They're not just randomly throwing episodes out there just for the sake of entertainment. Every episode is well executed. All the episodes are over an hour long, which I absolutely love because it's like a mini movie, and it's just so intelligent and so smart, and you can't talk when you're watching this show. So that's what I like about Sherlock. Really intelligent. And I don't know what you guys thought of the Christmas episode. There was a New Year's episode. The one that aired on New Year's Day was so good. If you don't know what Sherlock is about, by the way, it's about a detective based in London who is super intelligent, and him and his best friend solve crimes. Again, a really good British piece of work. You know, it's got all the iconography in there of Britain. If you just love British stuff, then definitely watch it, because it's got all the iconography just to make you feel like need a cup of tea kind of thing. Definitely give it a watch. And as I said with British TV shows, they like to keep it short and not so like drawn out, so it's literally like 3 episodes per season, which hurts because you want so much more, but like even so you still feel like you've had so much. So it's really good. It's really good. And so we're on to my all-time favorite TV show. If you're like a hardcore follower of mine, like, I don't know, not like a hardcore follower, like I guess like a follower friend, because I guess I've been on Tumblr and stuff like that for a couple of years now, and I always talk about what I like and stuff. So if you've been following me for quite some time, you might know what my favorite TV show is. So I want to give you guys a chance to pause the video and try and guess what my favorite TV show is, and then press play. because I'm gonna tell you now, my all-time favorite TV show forever. You cannot stop this. It is Skins. Skins is my all-time favorite TV show. Now let me start it off for you guys so you know what it's about. It is about a group of teenagers who are in college. So if you guys don't know, because you're like not from the UK or even England, because I think even in like Scotland it's different, but anyway, in the last 2 years of high school, so ages 16 to 18, we go off to sixth form or college, and it's just a little bit different. So instead of going to your secondary school, which is like ages 11 to 16, you then move on to a college, or you stay on at your school sixth form, or you go off to a big college just full of people your age, and it's mental. I mean, I went to a college and it was really cool not to have any little kids around. It's literally just 16 to 18, so it's a really different environment. I have to put on lip balm if I'm going to talk about this properly, you know. There are all in all 7 seasons and 3 generations. So what happens with Skins is that as soon as they leave college, they move on to another set of kids. So the first 2 seasons are like the first year of college, the second year of college, and then that group of people are gone, and then the next generation come along and they go through their 2 years, and then the next generation come along and they go through their 2 years, which is the 2 seasons. I hope that kind of makes sense. But yeah, that's what I really love about it. It's like, I don't know, I just love everything about it. What I loved about Skins is that it was so real about the experience. I started watching this quite young and started enjoying it, and I remember just so looking forward to college because I thought it was going to be mental. My college experience was spent in quiet rooms to escape people, and mostly at home. So you could say my college experience was the complete opposite of Skins. Might have had some Skins moments, but definitely not what I expected, which is probably for the best actually. But yeah, what I loved about Skins is that there was somebody that you could relate to. Like, everybody was so real. Like, that is what I love about British TV shows, that everything is so real and you just feel it. Whereas what I've noticed about like American TV shows is that it's all very aspirational, like 90210 and Pretty Little Liars, Gossip Girl. Like, all of those people in those shows are usually quite well off. They wear a lot of different clothes. You know, things just seem pretty cushy for them, and it's not very realistic or something you can connect with. Even the characters that are like broke and on the struggle don't really appear to be, whereas in Skins it's just so real. You have an immigrant, like an illegal immigrant, coming over, setting up his life for his family. You don't see that normally in TV shows in like such a real and raw way. And then you have somebody who has his mother that's just abandoned him and just left him, you know, and he's having to deal with that. And then you have deaths that are completely realistic and real, and you have things that actually happen in college, like car crashes. I remember when I was in college, people were getting involved in car crashes because it's a thing that happens, because you get your driver's license, you get overexcited, and then something bad happens, and it was all very real. Skins is very real. I think my all-time favorite character from Skins is Cassie, because oh wow, and lovely. I don't know, it was a character I could relate to the most, but then at the same time I could relate to every single character in different ways. She was just my favorite because she was just fun and cute and stuff like that. But oh, I just love it. I have to admit, the 3rd generation I didn't really like because one of the writers left, so he was the one that kind of kept up the standard, and it definitely dropped when he left. And they specifically wanted to make it a lot less dark because the 2nd generation got real dark, which I quite liked. 2nd generation is my favorite. So then they wanted to make it lighter, which I think they could have done similar to the 1st generation rather than making it so random and weird. Like, there was no point to their craziness, there was no point to their messed upness. It was just like forced, kind of. I really loved the last 3 episodes that they did for us, which was Skins Pure, Fire, and Rise. So Skins Pure was about Cassie a couple years on once she left college. Fire was also about Effie when she'd left, and then Rise was about Cook once he'd left and what he was doing in the world, and they were also interesting. I mean, my sister said she didn't really like them, but I mean, I really loved them. I thought they were good. So that's all that matters. So those are all of my favorite TV shows. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gave you guys some new ideas for TV shows to watch. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of different video, and also if you want me to do like my top 5 favorite books or movies or something like that, then do comment down below and I'll be happy to let you guys know. And yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you click that subscribe button as well. And anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay luscious, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Video on how to lose weight and keep the weight off. As you guys know, I've made hundreds of videos on the topic of weight loss and how I've lost weight and how to keep it off, so I thought I'd just condense it into one main video because I do get